Hello and welcome to Writer Rant, author advice in 5 minutes or less, because I have to get back to writing and so do you. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about trends. I see it a lot of times in the books that start coming out, especially when one of these books happens to be very popular. And so suddenly it's like, hey, you have a very popular book in some genre that might not be as popular, or it's a new genre or whatever, and then suddenly you see all the writers, all the people who aren't, the New York Times bestsellers or the Amazon bestsellers, all those people are like, hey, I can cash in on this. And so you start seeing this flood of all these books in this genre that it's like, okay, it becomes, if you really like the genre, then it's like, oh, hey, great, I've got a bunch of books to read, but then, it's kind of like just swimming through a whole bunch of garbage and just trying to find the few ones that are any good, and that can be difficult. And so what I want to kind of implore writers is, if you really want to write, that's great. If you're writing for making sales, is that really the best way to go about it? I found the best books that I've seen that have been written haven't been on trend. They haven't been, the hip new thing. They haven't been, wizards or vampires or, sex dungeons or whatever. And that's because a lot of times these books kind of come from the heart of the author. It's what the author really wants to write about. And yeah, sometimes those things happen to be within the trends, but it's like, if you're not writing what you really want to write, it really comes through in your writing, because then it's a matter of, it's almost obvious that this person is writing just to cash in on something, because readers can usually tell that an author's heart really isn't in it. And so yeah, you might be cashing in a little bit on a trend, but is it worth it? If your story's good enough, it doesn't matter what trend it is, what genre it is, if your story is good enough, people will find your book, just by word of mouth, just by viral. And obviously there's going to be some marketing that goes in with that, and being on a trend does help with the marketing, but don't try and time the trends, because most of the time we don't even know what the trends are or how they're going to be affected by whatever is going on in society. And so, you can chase trends if you want, but honestly, a lot of the trends that I see people chasing, it's like, it's just not really that great of a book, because you're forcing it into something that probably doesn't need to be there. Anyways, that's my thought. What do you think about trends? Do you like trends? Do you like following trends in literature? Do you like kind of writing to what's new and hip? Are you writing for profit, and that's the way you do it? Let me know. I want to talk. So drop some comments below, and let's get the conversation started. If there's anything else out there that you readers, kind of bugged with, or writers are like, yeah, I really don't like that, drop a comment below, and maybe I'll get to it in a future episode. So thanks for watching this week's Writer Rant. I'm Benjamin M. Weilert.